Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The topic of my research paper presentation is a traffic management system. It is a major concern for cities around the world. The conventional traffic problem has been caused as a mismatch situation between supply and demand. We argue that this formulation is incomplete in that it admits solutions that ignore the impact on citizens altogether and is unsustainable in the long run. In response, we propose a new formulation of the traffic management problem and outline focus area while solving them for cities in developed and emerging geographies. The introduce the introduction of this system, the there is much more traffic in Ahmedabad city. This problem is started when situation is mismatched between roads and their capacity and also demands, that is traveling needs. When this problem increases, management wants to construct new roads and expanding the existing roads capacity. Also banning the traffic when cycle racing is held or any other game event related to racing. This will cause traffic on roads and people are stuck. This problem increases when management can ignore the impact of citizens and their needs. So problem is increased due to lack of management. If citizens are not getting benefit from roads, then who will take this benefit? This is a problem arises. So the traffic of Ahmedabad is increasing day by day. This is because of the main gateway of Islamabad to Gilgit. Ahmedabad is like a corridor between northern areas and Punjab, and there is no bypass road to resolve traffic issues, and all the traffic is in Ahmedabad, and people of this city causes the main problem for last 10 years. After the earthquake of 2005 Balakot, the traffic of Ahmedabad is gradually increased. The existing system of traffic system in Ahmedabad is very poor. There is no proper way to manage this tense situation. The management authorities did not take steps to resolve them. There is no ban any type of vehicle enter in main road. Drivers who drive the vehicle without having license and also having no idea about traffic rules and did not know how to drive on main road. Motorcyclists are drive very rough and that's make accident every day. So there is no proper zebra crossing line where people can cross road easily and carefully. Majority of local drivers are illiterate about traffic rules and regulations, most of them having fake license which violates the traffic rules. Also the people are not cooperated with passengers. The drivers are not cooperated with passengers and also passengers are not cooperated with drivers. So both of them not help each other. That's why the traffic problem increases. So every person is on hurry and having no time for others. Everyone is thinking about its own impact and that's make the situation of traffic very tense. Due to lack of irresponsibility, every day many people are prone to accident. The next one, all the vehicles including cars, Suzuki's, vans, carries, jeeps, trucks, tractors, buses, coaster coaches are running in the same time on the road. This make also the problem when school timings and these vehicles are running also on the road. So the journey of 5 kilometers is covered in 40 to 50 minutes because of this vast traffic. Some of the areas on main road are repairing very slowly when traffic is running on road. Half of the road is open for traffic and other half of the road is constructed in daytime. So traffic police is perform his duty well, but there is too much traffic to handle. This few of the traffic policemen are enough to handle them because when traffic is stuck on the road, they will produce noise pollution. Different horns are pollute the environment, and these people are mentally upset to handle this poor situation of traffic on roads. So we proposed a new system which much functionality which make it very beneficial and solvable for this problem. First thing is to do management to improve the quality of road, reconstruct the road where the road is damaged, and also the shops or other irrelevant things which are extra on the roads, immediately remove them. We introduce here the online traffic system in which all the vehicles which are running on the road are captured easily. We put CCTV cameras to restrict crimes on road. Limited number of vehicles are allowed to run at the same time. First thing is construction of roads. The roads which are damaged by heavy traffic or poor material used in road construction makes this problem very complex because the vehicles on the roads are moving in slow motion. The main bypass is constructed nowadays with Corporation of Park China Corridor, which is completed approximately 1 year after constructed this. The vehicles which are going on long route using bypass, while the local vehicles which are moving inside the bypass cities are moved easily. So much of the traffic problem is solved. The all the drivers on the road having driver's card. So if somebody have no card, then ban this driver. After taking some positive steps, the traffic system is in control. Most of local drivers having no license, as well as they did not know about the traffic rules and regulations. The next step is do the limited number of vehicles are allowed to move on the road at the same time. The local vehicles like Suzuki carries are marked as number. For example, at the same time 50 Suzukis are allowed to move on, and the other vehicles like car, van and jeep are not too much, so they move as usual. But if we need to overcome this issue, then they are also restricted for some time. The big vehicles or luggage vehicles like truck, dumper, trailers and chasseurs are not allowed during school timing or working hours. They are allowed to early morning and late night to reduce this problem. The staff is required to handle this easily. The current status of traffic police is very low and they are unable to handle this heavy traffic. Traffic police having authority to challan every people who is violating the traffic rules. There is no difference between poor and rich people. If VIP is violating rules, they are also claimed to challan. Then the transparency of the traffic system is much better and problem is solved successfully. The traffic data is collected on the back end. All the vehicle records are saved in the database. Also, the driver's detail, issuance of driver card is also the part. When the vehicle is entered in the city, the system is tracked to all the information of vehicle and also that the whether vehicle is valid or stolen. The CCTV cameras are installed in all the main areas of the road. Then they will capture easily the vehicle as well as highlight the road crimes which are not seen normally. Due to cameras, crimes are in control and the valid or licensed vehicles are moving on the road. This makes transparency and makes traffic system easy and comfortable for the people of the Ahmedabad. The design we introduce here, the existing layout is all the vehicles running on the road and there is no restriction to run at the same time. But in the proposed layout, we say the barrier installed for F1 city racing route means that some of vehicles are running easily, but some are restricted through the barrier. If we going from the barrier, then barrier is checked valid, whether this vehicle is valid or not, then they will move on. So this makes traffic problem overcome these issues. So finally we conclude that we introduce the traffic management system which makes that traffic related problem solved successfully. The present system of traffic is not enough to handle this heavy traffic. Huge number of vehicles are there, no proper way to drive. All these things makes traffic system very tough. But we introduced the proposed system to overcome these issues: construction of new road, bypass for outward vehicles, limitation of vehicles, record management of vehicles, recruit more staff for traffic police to handle these situations. Local traffic is reduced to limited time, outward traffic is closed in school timings, check and balance of drivers as well as vehicles, installed cameras on main positions to reduce the crimes or accidents, and finally design the diagram which completely understood our situation and fix these problems. In future, more work is needed to reduce this problem. So that's all. So remember me in prayers. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.